Earth is 4.54 billion years old. Modern humans, actual anatomically modern humans, the kind you'd recognize at a bus stop, have been around for about 300,000 years. Those two numbers don't really mean anything next to each other. Not until you do something a little unfair to them. Shrink the whole thing down until it fits somewhere your brain can actually hold it. So, that's what we're doing. We're taking 4.54 billion years and squeezing it into a single calendar year. January 1st, midnight, Earth is a molten ball of nothing. December 31st, 11:59 and 59 seconds, that's right now, today, you reading this. And I'll tell you up front, the part that gets me isn't where humans show up on this calendar, it's how late. We're going to get there. Stick with me, because the actual number is smaller than the version of this fact you've probably heard before. Okay, January 1st. Earth's just formed, still cooling, still getting hit by debris, nothing alive anywhere. And here's where it gets interesting fast. Life shows up early, like suspiciously early, somewhere around the start of March on our calendar. Real world, that's about 3.8 to 4 billion years ago, and honestly, the exact number is still argued over. Some of the oldest claimed evidence is contested, but somewhere in that window, you get the first simple single-celled life, 2 months in, out of 12. Then, basically nothing happens for a long time, single cells for what feels like forever. We don't get the famous explosion of complex life, the Cambrian explosion, where you start seeing actual body plans, eyes, shells, things that look like animals, until mid-November. November. Out of a 12-month year, you wait until the second to last month for anything resembling a creature. Dinosaurs don't even show up until around December 13th, and they're gone, wiped out, the asteroid, the whole thing, by December 26th, the day after Christmas. Dinosaurs get less than 2 weeks on this calendar, and that's a species that ran the planet for over 160 million real-world years.
So where are we? Humans, mammals, have been quietly doing their thing in the background since around dinosaur time, but our genus, Homo, the branch we're actually on, doesn't appear until the evening of December 31st, around 6:30 p.m. The actual day humans show up is the same day as right now. But that's not even the number. Here's the one that actually got me when I worked it out. Homo sapiens. Us, specifically, not some ancestor, not something Homo adjacent, shows up at around 11:25 p.m. on December 31st, 35 minutes before midnight, out of an entire year. And it gets smaller from there. Agriculture, farming, settling down, the thing that basically built civilization, that's 80-some seconds before midnight. Writing, the earliest stuff we've got, cuneiform, hieroglyphics, that's about 35 seconds before midnight. The pyramids at Giza, which already feel impossibly ancient to us, 31 seconds. The Roman Empire, 19 seconds. Every war you learned about in school, every king, every plague, revolution, invention, empire that rose and collapsed and got turned into a textbook chapter, all of it happens in the last 35 seconds of a year that took the planet 12 full months to live through. I tried picturing this a different way too, like a football field where every yard is some huge stretch of time, but it didn't land the same. The clock does it better. Maybe because a clock is the one thing you actually feel running out. And your own life, say 80 years, lived out somewhere on that final second, barely registers as a fraction of a tick. You are not even a blink. You're something smaller than a blink happening inside one. That part's worth sitting with for a second. There's something almost funny about it, honestly. We spend so much energy trying to be remembered, and we show up so late to the calendar that even being early to anything isn't really on the table. I think the reason this one stays with me isn't the smallness of it exactly. It's that the planet didn't need us for almost the entire year, and then we showed up in the last 35 seconds and started naming everything, including the seconds. If you're the kind of person who likes doing the math on things until they stop feeling abstract, there's more of that here. Anyway, we're somewhere in that last second right now. Whatever it ends up containing is still being decided.